work there. Carly Fiorina, the Republican nominee for Senate in California, joins us. We invited her opponent, incumbent Senator Barbara Boxer, but she declined our invitation. Good morning, Carly.
Good morning. How are you all?
Doing well. Listen, can you help us parse what Nancy Pelosi said there? She said that unemployment checks are one of the best ways for job creation.
Well, you know, this is why I'm running for office. I've never run for office before, but I think it would be helpful if we had people in Washington who actually understand how the economy works. Nancy Pelosi clearly doesn't. Barbara Boxer doesn't either. They continue to say the stimulus package is working. The truth is, since the stimulus plan was passed in February of '09, the unemployment rates in California have grown by almost 2 percentage points. More people are out of work today than a year and a half ago because we're destroying jobs. And instead of focusing on extending unemployment benefits, as good as that is, what we need to focus on is creating jobs. Nancy, how about this? Let's give every small business owner a 2-year payroll tax holiday for every unemployed worker they hire. That's a job-creating move.
An estimated 200,000 Californians are about to lose those unemployment benefits. So are you saying you would not vote for the bill going through the Senate that came up 1 vote short of passing to extend those benefits? You would vote no on that. And why?
I would, but not because unemployment benefits are a bad thing. My heart breaks for the people who are going to lose their unemployment benefits, and I'm quite sure that every one of those people, if they had a choice, would rather have a job. The problem is this bill has been festooned with all these other things, and all these other things that have been added to the unemployment benefits in a cynical political calculation by people like Nancy Pelosi and Barbara Boxer that somehow will just forget about all those deficit-adding other items. Why don't they just send a bill through that has unemployment benefits alone? Or better yet, why don't we focus on the things that actually create jobs? The stimulus bill doesn't. Unemployment benefits don't. The things that create jobs are the kinds of moves, such as I suggested, a payroll tax holiday, that make it easier for, in particular, small businesses, family-owned businesses, innovators and entrepreneurs to create jobs because they create 2/3 of the new jobs in our country.
Let's talk about the big speech that President Obama gave yesterday on immigration reform. Governor Jan Brewer has said that before we can talk about any sort of reform, we need to secure the border. Yesterday, the president said something interesting in his speech. He said the bottom line is that the southern border is more secure today than in the past 20 years. So explain the discrepancy there.
Well, I think the discrepancy is obvious. President Obama is making a political comment. Jan Brewer is making a comment about reality. Jan Brewer is focused on governing. President Obama is focused on politics. Here's the thing. We have never had a situation before that I'm aware of where you have drug cartels sending lookouts well into the territory of Arizona. We've never had a situation where the citizens of a state feel so threatened that they need to pass their own law. We have a problem. We must secure the border. We must have a temporary worker program that works. We must actually punish employers who hire illegal aliens knowingly. And every single one of those items I just mentioned is the responsibility of the federal government, and none of those items require comprehensive immigration reform.
We're about out of time.
We have to solve the problems we have.
I just want to get you on the record real quick. You do support the Arizona Senate Bill 1070, but you would not for the state of California. Is that right, and why not?
Well, we don't appear to need it in California right now. In fact, under President Bush and our current governor, a lot of investment was put into securing the border in California. In other words, we know that fences work. We know the application of technology works. Do we still have problems in California? Yes, but nothing like the people of Arizona. The federal government needs to do its job.
Carly Fiorina, California Republican candidate for Senate, thanks so much for joining us this morning.